When describing what made her transgender, Trisha stated that she never liked receiving male attention for her female body.
I get uncomfortable when people, like, obviously it's my job, so now I'm like, oh yeah, talk about my tits all you want, but I've always been uncomfortable if people, like, talked about, like, me as a female, refer to me as her. It was like, he wants to respect his wife, and, like, again, I hate that my body gets sexualized.
Yet, throughout the years, she has frequently stated that she craved male attention and proudly used her body to get it.
I think I would have liked it in, like, the 90s when, like, you could be, like, sexually harassed by David Letterman. Like, I loved those interviews.
He's like, come here, girl.
Yeah.
It's
but now
crazy.
you can't do that. Oh, Ellen, but I never said I was a fan of Ellen.
Well, okay, because you acting like you're like, I can't believe I'm here, I love you, and you're so beautiful.
Howard Stern, I'm a huge fan of, like, because that's why I am the way I am. Like, he had a show on E! Where, like, girls were naked at, like, midnight, and I was like, I want to be that girl, because he thought they were so, like, he wanted to fuck all these girls. I'm like, I want to, you know? So, like, to me, he was, like, the epitome. Like, I was like, oh, I want to meet Howard Stern. He's another one I thought maybe would leave his wife for me.
But I love it. And you know what? Confidence is sexy. When I go down to the beach, I get whistles. I do. It's just like, whoa, look at Trish. I literally wore this on the beach the other day, and someone's like, yo, yellow bikini, what up? And it's fun.
You want to feel sexy and, like, wanted. And
that was what I said with yesterday. I love Home Improvement, like Pamela Anderson. I remember being like 9 years old and being like, oh, all the men love her so much. Like, I want to be like that. So I was like, maybe I should bleach my hair blonde and get a tan and whiten my teeth, like wear pink, you know?
I haven't even, like, considered not bleaching and toning my hair since I was, like, 12. Like, that's all I've ever wanted, was to be white out blonde. Like, that was it. That's what I considered attractive.
Looking like a playmate that never was but really wanted to be, also me.
It's really true about turning 30, and maybe it's just like because you're out of that league now of 20-year-olds. You just feel so less like, you kind of just don't care. You don't feel as competitive. I feel like when I was in my 20s, I was always trying to compete with, like, people in my 20s too. I was trying to be, like, hot and young, and, like,
because I'm fat and I don't look attractive conventionally to people, and I hate myself because I'm not aesthetically beautiful for being thin. Like, I hate myself for a superficial, vain reason, and that is that I'm not thin.
And, like, I love attention, clearly. I, like, bought bigger boobs, and, like, I do like attention.
this is gonna sound so narcissistic, and I don't mean it this way, but, like, one, I like my body. Arms could use a little toning up. I go on that treadmill, you know what I'm saying? But I like my body. I like my boobs. I like my waist. I like my ass. I like my body, okay? I have what you would call a very stereotypical sexual body. You look at my body, I've got really humongous tits, and I got wide hips that were injected, but wide nonetheless, and I got a big butt now because I got a butt lift, and I got a cute little waist cinched in, and I feel like I have a good little shape to me. I got some thick thighs. Like, it's a very sexual shape, if you know what I mean.
did you know someone guy said I was hot today?
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
Sexy. Yeah, the guy from the car.
I don't know if he's being stupid, but I got really excited.
Oh,
First of all, I love it because people just always love to shit on how ugly and fat and gross I am. So, like, first of all, I take that as, like, the biggest compliment ever. 'Cause you know what? People do hit on me way less than back in the day. And I look
well,
crazy.
You're engaged.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm a little more particular. I don't know. I think I'm just getting older.
But I think you're also not out there as much for people to hit on you.
Yeah, well, we're never apart, so that's probably true.
No, but in general, like, being out there, being available for people to even make a move. Like, when? You hardly ever...
I've never been out there. No, I'm talking about, like, DMs. I used to get, like, so many DMs from people.
But they know you're engaged, so I think it's a bit different. You're not on the dating sites anymore.
Oh, you're right. Thank you for making me feel better about myself. Which I enjoy, but there is maybe a little bit of risky behavior in that, meaning, like, I'm trying to find, like, not even sexual gratification. It's like this addiction of being glorified for sex. But oh, T, is that what he would do? I don't mind it. I mean, at least I get attention somewhere, you know. These days I take any stares. No one really looks at me anymore.
What are you talking about?
No one ever, like, oh, look at that hottie.
Well, when you're alone, they do.
They don't. If you want to think that, trust me, no one is hitting this up. No, I'm not a feminist. Like, I love showing my tits, and I love being sexual and sexualized and all this stuff like that.